all kinds of what's down. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's down?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past month for Amen Thompson.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time. Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Holmgren kicks to Dort. Hartenstein against Adams from 7, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
2 points, that one goes.
You can count on Van Vliet to make the right decision on just about every single pick and roll.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Adams with the screen on Holmgren. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is good.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to Holmgren. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Şengün. Houston moving it around. Now Adams. He's defended by Hartenstein. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's a look at some of the players that have exploded in the second half of the season. These are the scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, third.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Holmgren. Williams sets a screen for Holmgren. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Thompson finds Şengün. Over Hartenstein. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Smart move by Şengün, sticking with his shot through the foul inside.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. You know, Clark, I've been wondering your thoughts on the possibility of the NBA shortening the season in an attempt to mitigate injuries.
Look, Kevin, I've long been a proponent of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less on the regular season would be great. We know load management didn't decrease injury rates, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Holmgren. Following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Fred Van Vliet picks one up. Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And he makes the first.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 5th in assists. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Count that one from Van Vliet. Oklahoma City trailer. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Houston Rockets. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And, for the Thunder, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now, here's Thompson. Still yet to score. They double-team Şengün. Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
The first one falls. Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see. Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Pass to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot up, and he gets it to go.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Holmgren with it. The kick out to Williams. Holmgren the screen.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Holmgren with a screen on Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Van Vliet wide open. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Launches it from deep. Williams gets the bucket, and the Thunder lead by 2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And that one drops for him. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Williams has a screen for Holmgren. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And it's Smith missing. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Carlson. Over Şengün. Carlson can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Thompson. Nothing on the board. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And the rejection by Holmgren.
already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Van Vliet. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Tate, he's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Smith. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Utah. Houston moving it around. Pass to Whitmore. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder with the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Caruso looking for an opening. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Out to Wallace. Jones the pass to Wiggins. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. To the middle. Here's Eason. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Eason's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Caruso, the pass to Jones. Wiggins outside. Jones sets the pick for Wiggins. Back to Jones. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Shepard's checked in for Cam Whitmore. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Wallace covering. And Smith with the stuff.
The versatility of Smith on display there, and we're seeing it. I mean, he can act as a ball handler or the roller in the two-man game.
Wiggins, score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Smith with a screen on Caruso. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Oklahoma City making a change here. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Tate. Good on the triple. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside Williams. At the elbow, it's Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Eason grabs the board. Thompson outside. Back to Eason. Here's Van Vliet. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Guys, it's been all about Fred Van Vliet for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Thunder trailing by 3. So the Thunder 5 right now. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Caruso and Williams. Holmgren is out there with Wiggins, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Thompson inside. He's guarded by Williams. The Thunder shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Caruso. Wiggins, a screen on Green. Here's Caruso. Knocked away. Van Vliet passes to Smith, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And how about we check the numbers for Isaiah Joe?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 3. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Sengun with a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 6. And Thompson kicks to Sengun. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williams gets the bucket.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. To stop the drought. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thompson no good on the free throw. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Here's Green after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Green gets it to go.
I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. the switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder. 5th best, the Rockets.
Both of these teams have established tempo as an identity. I mean, they're playing fast and scoring in bunches.
Williams with a clean look buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City. Smith outside. Williams against Thompson. Şengün, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. It's good from long range. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Şengün with a screen on Williams. Thompson passes to Şengün. Clock at 4. Screen by Smith. Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Williams can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Over Hartenstein. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his second bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's Dort. He has yet to score. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Houston moving the ball around. And it's Green missing. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hartenstein with the screen on Van Vliet. Hartenstein with it. Now Green defending. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick and roll sets.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. He's checked in for Houston. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. Cason Wallace. He's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Green kicks to Thompson. Pass to Adams. Outside, Green. puts up a three, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Hartenstein with it. Now Smith defending. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
That free throw good from Hartenstein. That one is no good. Rockets trail by 3. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hartenstein with the screen on Van Vliet. And that one's good, Caruso.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Adams gets it to go down on the assist from Van Vliet. Adams has got 6.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Hartenstein inside. Adams on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green with the block. Smith the pass to Green. Caruso against Van Vliet. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And he knocks down the first one.
You got to love Van Vliet's fearlessness, and I think that's why his teammates look up to him as a leader.
Houston making some changes. Tari Eason's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Jalen Green. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Wiggins passes to Wallace. And it falls over the rim and in. Wallace has got the game tied up here for the Thunder. Pass to Adams. Adams with the screen on Wiggins. Going inside, and the dunk by Eason.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Wallace finds Caruso. There's a screen by Williams. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
First in assists, and they're also first in the league in steals. Just an immensely talented group. You lose focus for 1 second, and they're going to take it and go back the other way.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Adams kicks to Tate.
2 minutes.
Adams sets the pick for Van Vliet. The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up. And now a 4-point Rocket lead. Van Vliet against Caruso. Pass to Wallace. Williams for 3. No good there. Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Van Vliet finds Eason, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Holmgren. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. He's got 15. A shot by Tate with no one around. Here's Adams. Good D by Holmgren.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
The kick out to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Tate. Caruso, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock is at 3. For 3, Van Vliet. That shot missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Houston on top. Ending the second quarter on a 14-5 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out, but crazier things have happened.
And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forcing turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean when your opponent is shooting over 50%, a lot else has to go right. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Fred Van Vliet really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Adams is out there with Halpern Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Now here's Thompson after Lou Dort's miss. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Dort.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, He's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing. Hey, when you look at Thompson, his physical attributes jump out at you right away. I mean, he is a freak athlete with tremendous upside.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Van Vliet. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Dort kicks to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Van Vliet passes to Green, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. No good from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Green against Dort. Green kicks to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. And there's Green on the assist by Şengün. Green's got 8 points.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Holmgren with a screen on Van Vliet. Shoots from the baseline. That one rolling around and rims out. Houston leading by 8. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Rockets, number 1. In third, the Thunder.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch. You almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Off the run, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
The Thunder have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
More points for Van Vliet, putting some spice on that pumpkin tonight.
Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. Williams finds Dort. Here's Wallace. Bangs home the trifecta. Wallace has got 7 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And here is Green. He's got 11. And it's off from three-point range. Dort kicks to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Williams. And the three off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
This coaching staff encourages Thompson to look for a shot, especially when he's in close.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Smith the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Smith. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Thompson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Dort kicks to Williams. Williams, a screen on Smith. Williams can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And Smith with the stop.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points. Smith outside. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Thompson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Williams.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
That free throw good from Thompson. Wiggins is checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he's able to get one of two.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
Now here's Williams. He's got 16, stolen by Thompson. Wallace against Green. To the paint, pulls up. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Green. Thompson's got 11 in the second half. Here's Williams at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Houston making some changes. Tari Eason comes in for Şengün. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Amen Thompson. Oklahoma City on D. Pass to Smith. They kick it out to Green. No good with the triple. Thunder trailing by 10. Wallace dishes to Wiggins. Williams looking over the floor. Now Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. VanVleet's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Inside. Tate with the rebound. Rockets leading by 10. Spins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Because he's so sharp, VanVleet can be a very tough guy to defend.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. And so VanVleet nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 12. Right side, Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And checking out the stats for Green, he's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Right around 21 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
And that one falls for Williams.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
He's off on the second.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half. But he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
Rockets have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
For your Rockets, at the line, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Eason. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. It's a 14-point game. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Here's Williams. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, Green. Smith with a screen on Wallace. Green, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Shot's good by Williams.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Here's Green. Drills the baseline jumper. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Now here's Williams. 23 points in the game. Back to Caruso. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caruso's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder. Pass to Eason. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Jalen Williams. Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace.
For Houston, one shot.
1:32 left in the third. Caruso with the ball. 5 points in the game. Buries it from three-point range.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Green, such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Both free throws good from Green.
They're shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding the lead late.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holmgren. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Şengün's checked in for Tate. On the free throw, no good.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
For three, Van Vliet cans it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 24.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Rockets leading by 10. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. And a missed layup. And so it's Houston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Caruso in at the small forward position. And here now the Thunder, following the score by Houston. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Alex Caruso, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Caruso nails both of them. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. Back to Thompson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Green with the rebound. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
First team foul. At the line for 1.
right now at about 85% from the line. That's up from where it was in that first half.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Down low, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so here is Houston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Pass to Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Got a hand on it.
Quite simply, Lou Dort is an elite defender. Plays hard, smart, great wingspan, which we just saw him use there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Şengün. Dort knocks down the 10-footer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Thompson. Makes it off the glass. Thompson's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside, Dort. Hartenstein against Eason. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Thunder trailing by 18. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. On the wing, Green. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Dort kicks to Williams. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Green. Pass to Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hartenstein with the screen on Green. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Eason over Hartenstein. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 11 in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Drills it from outside.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Pass to Thompson. Şengün with the screen on Wallace. Thompson with the bucket.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Here's Hartenstein. He's covered by Eason. Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Houston making a switch here. Adams checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now Wallace. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Dort. Williams against Green. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. Houston leading by 19. To the inside. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace against Thompson. Pass to Williams. on the wing, and that one is good. Williams has got 30.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Here's Green. Adams with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked. Wallace down low. He's covered by Thompson. Wallace the pass to Williams. On the wing, Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Smith kicks to Şengün. Steps back and fires. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 6 assists in the game. Dort to screen on Green. Outside Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Houston making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Holmgren's checked in. And Williams drops them both. Rockets leading by 15. Van Vliet outside. Here's Şengün. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal.
Hey, when Şengün gets the ball inside, good luck trying to stop him. He'll punish you down there.
For Houston, Alperen Şengün. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
The thing that stands out about Şengün is how crafty he is in the post. Excellent footwork and a lot of moves.
Şengün hits them both.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Şengün against Holmgren. Van Vliet passes to Green. 6 to shoot. The Rockets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Dort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Putting his muscles to good use. Dort basically forces his way through the foul.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. Lugans, Dort. 1 shot.
Now Van Vliet. Pass to Green. Now here's Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Van Vliet outside. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists now in this one. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Pass to Dort. Here's Hartenstein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Hartenstein. No good on the second free throw. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Didn't seem like the defense was ready for Green inside that time. He came at him with a lot of energy and was able to draw the foul.
Rockets, Jalen Green, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite, and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 15. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Amen Thompson.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And here is Şengün after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They kick it out to Green. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots over Dort. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Dave